Never forget where I slept. Yeah, I remember the nights when the room was cold and the dream was the only thing keeping me warm. Funny how you remember everything when you had nothing. Yeah. I remember where I slept when the money wasn't there. Old mattress on the floor, winter creeping through the air. Had a jacket for a blanket, had a dream for a prayer. Told myself one day I'ma make it out of here. Mama saw the struggle, I pretended I was fine. Couldn't tell her I was scared, I was barely getting by. Had some hunger in my stomach, had some thunder in my mind. Every failure felt like proof that I was running out of time. Friends disappeared when the pressure got intense. Funny how the love gets quiet when you ain't got sense. I was counting every dollar, they were counting my mistakes. I was building something real while they laughed at what it takes. I remember empty cupboards, I remember unpaid bills. I remember making promises I wasn't sure I fulfilled. I remember looking up like, God, is this your will? Then I heard that little voice say, keep climbing up the hill. So I kept going, even when my legs got weak, even when the pain got too heavy to speak, even when I smiled just so nobody would see that the person they call strong was afraid underneath. And if I ever get a mention with a view, I'ma still remember that ceiling I stared through. If the whole world changes everything I knew, I won't forget the nights that made me who I grew to be. Never forget where I slept, never forget what it felt like to have nothing left. Never forget every tear that I tried to hide. Every night I ask myself if I'd survive. If I make it, let the old me come to. Let them see what all that suffering turned into. I ain't ashamed of the nights I barely had breath, 'cause I became somebody they couldn't bury with the rest. Yeah. Now they see the lights, they don't remember the dark. See the finished painting, never witnessed the marks. Never saw me write dreams with a pen in the dark, trying to turn every scar into a permanent spark. I lost people I love, had to bury some trust. Learn that sometimes growing means accepting the dust. Some people only love you when you're useful to them, then they disappear the moment you stop giving them. I don't hate them, I just finally understand. Everybody got a limit to the love they can hand, and sometimes you gotta walk without holding a hand. Build a life from the pieces that you find where you stand. I remember sleeping with my shoes by the door. Didn't know if tomorrow would be better than before, but I promised myself I wouldn't beg anymore. I'd rather struggle for freedom than be comfortable poor. Not talking money, I'm talking peace in my chest. Being able to sleep without feeling depressed. Looking in the mirror and respecting the man who survived every season that he never had planned. I was angry at myself. That's why everybody else seemed to be getting some help or pain. Taught me something nobody else could explain. You can lose everything and still have something to gain. And if I ever get a mention with a view, I'ma still remember that ceiling I stared through. If the whole world changes everything I knew, I won't forget the nights that made me who I grew to be. Never forget where I slept, never forget what it felt like to have nothing left. Never forget every tear that I tried to hide. Every night I ask myself if I survive. If I make it, let the old me come to. Let them see what all that suffering turned into. I ain't ashamed of the nights I barely had breath, 'cause I became somebody they couldn't bury with the rest. I still see that room, I still see that floor, I still hear my heartbeat when I couldn't take no more. And maybe that's the reason I don't ever feel complete, 'cause part of me is still there with the hunger and the heat. So when I count my blessings, I count the pain as well. Every scar is just a story that I somehow live to tell. Now I'm standing where I prayed I'd someday stand, but I know success ain't measured by the money in your hand. It's the people that you love, it's the strength to understand that the boy who felt forgotten still became a better man. I don't need revenge, I don't need him to regret it. I don't need a room full of people saying, man, you did it. I just want my younger self to know I never quit it. Even when the road got dark, I was still committed. Every closed door made me knock a little harder. Every cold night made my heart become a little smaller. smarter. Every note made the hunger burn a little farther. Now I carry every lesson like a shield across my armor. If I ever lose it all, I know I've done it once. I've been broke, I've been scared, I've been counted out once. Yeah, I've looked at my reflection with